Greetings, My Life Rules friends. I'm just following up from the post I put on the other day about the possibility of yelling being the new form of smacking. And I mentioned that yelling can damage a child's trust and that trust is a finite resource. It does run out one day, and when that happens, the child becomes resistant and uncooperative. And then if we keep trying to parent a child who's become uncooperative, we keep on just damaging more trust. So we need to stop and find out what is stopping the cooperating. And sometimes we need to humble ourselves. And, you know, the same rule needs to apply for us about yelling as the rule that we apply to our children about their disrespect or raised voices. But I want to just mention a couple of things about anger/yelling before we look at the common unbearable feelings or buttons that will set a person off. And we know that these unbearable feelings or these buttons are deeply subconscious because it's all via subconscious arithmetic that your child can find your button and be pushing it by the time they're 2 years old. So you can't find the button without help normally. So we want to have a look at those common buttons next week that will set a person off, and anger or yelling is one of the first things we grab to try and avoid that particular button or that feeling. So just a couple of comments about anger. On the Parenting Truth Coach cards that are on the My Life Rules website, there's 80 insights here, and one of them is about household moods. The first one here says, no one can make you angry. You choose your own reaction. Frustration is a warning sign that anger is on its way. Stop and work out what is threatening you. Frustration is the warning sign. Frustration is mandatory. We all have it. But anger is actually optional once we have some strategies to stop that frustration turning into anger. On the other side of this particular card, which is under household moods, we say here, children who must pacify an angry or yelling parent will one day need to be freed from a permanent sense of anxiety. It's interesting that an anxious child is often the product of a yelling parent or parents. So we want to empower you and equip you, not condemn or judge, because this is a problem that we all have, and I guess children are our divine invitation to find out how we can respond with dignity and calmness. We want calm verdict parenting. We want parenting with calm, natural consequences so that you are empowered and your child is also safe and empowered. So look forward to talking to you next week about these common buttons that our child can set off in us. Because every time we grab anger, we lose our dignity and we get a sense of regret and guilt. And we want to enjoy parenting rather than be followed around by a sense of guilt. Have a great weekend.